When we think of heroes, we a lot of times think of the deed, the heroic deed. And I think that's important. Ryan certainly had heroic deeds. But I think it's also fair to point out that he led a hero's life. And he was led a heroic life. And the way he led his life was through empathy, integrity, always. And we're talking about a 15-year-old kid that I met, and I'm talking about these characteristics for him then, too. And most of all, his love of his teammates and his love of his classmates and how he would help anybody. And you'll hear more about that later. We've paid many tributes to him because he's an example we want to hold up to our students here and our team. We have our rock down there that I can tell you every one of my team members know his story, know him, and he graduated 14 years ago. We have our brand new field. We have our flags placed at the 33-yard line, our symbol of a flag to represent Ryan's number of 33. And we're about to name a bridge after him that's down that little country road that was a little slice of America, of Ryan's America, in a place that he loved in this community. And it's a great event. It's an absolutely great event. And one thing that military guys will tell you all the time is what motivates them in their acts of heroism and bravery is not necessarily the cause or the political means of the situation, but to protect their buddy and to make sure that he's safe and that he's okay. And Ryan embodied that in everything he did, everything we know about him.
You can stay on your knees and wallow in it, or you can get up and honor his sacrifice and make sure you educate people. Freedom is not free. Please know that. Freedom is bought by the blood of our brothers and sisters who died in service for this country. And so my mission became to make sure his sacrifice was not forgotten. This bridge culminates all the years that I've done. I became a member of the American Gold Star Mothers, and I've been very active in Reefs Across America. That is a wonderful organization if you haven't heard about it yet. And this bridge has become a culmination of all of that to make sure he is not forgotten. I chose today, 9/11. I was given a couple of options. You choose, and I gave a couple of them. But I wanted this to be 9/11 sits very heavy on our hearts to this day. And it was a catalyst for so many of our young men of this generation to join and to make sure that does not happen on their watch ever again. I know that's what was on Ryan's mind. I know that's what was on Zach's mind and so many other his friends that I have met. It culminated, it was a catalyst to go into the war on terrorism. And with this cross, I mean, when you cross this bridge, this is the biggest thing for me. A soldier dies twice, when he breathes his last breath and when his name is spoken no more. I have ensured my son's name will be spoken when they cross that bridge. They will see Corporal Ryan Casey McGhee, a faithful soldier of this country, a proud member of this community. He loved his family, his friends, and they will say his name.
I want everyone to know that I've worked with thousands of kids, and certain kids distinguish themselves above others. And that's one thing with Ryan. Just as a person, he's up there in the absolute top 1% of all of those in my 37 years. I want to just tell you, when Ryan came to me for the first time, A lot of you know him as, this pretty tough guy, big, strong guy, and, not afraid of anything, won't back down from anything. And that is the way he turned out, but that's not the way he came to us. He came to us from as a transfer student from Vermont, and walks into the weight room, and we're in the middle of a workout session, and we got seniors and, big guys, and Ryan's probably all about, maybe 140, and he comes right up to me with so much confidence, and he said, Coach, I'm Ryan McGhee, and I just transferred in here, and I want you to know that I'm going to start for you. That was the introduction. I said, well, hey, that's great, Ryan. It's great to meet you. Great to meet you. Look forward to it. And then, what are you going to think, right? But he did exactly what he said. He transformed himself into a really tough guy in the toughest two positions that we have in our program, and that's inside linebacker and fullback. And you cannot hide in those positions. People are looking to hit you on every play. And so Ryan did deliver on that promise. One of the other things I wanted to share with you is we were about to play a big playoff game here, and we were going to play Halifax. And Halifax, in our game plan, they were about a 95% passing team. Nobody's 95% passing, but these guys were. They threw it all over the place. And Ryan was a run stopper. Big, strong inside backer, run stopper. Well, we needed to get a game plan for these guys, and that was to bring in some more defensive backs. And so Ryan, we had to say, Ryan, you're not going to start this game. He started every game for us. And most kids, and most of any of us, would show a lot of disappointment. You're talking about a jam-packed stadium with the playoffs, the first round, and I'm not playing? I didn't see a hint of that from him. I was absolutely stunned. And then I thought, well, maybe that's just an act in front of the coach. Maybe he'll go back in the locker room and tell everybody what he really thinks of me. And he's on the sidelines during the game, and he was the loudest, most supportive of all his teammates, coaching them. I just needed to step back. Let Ryan take care of this. He's going to tell these guys what they needed to do. All he wanted to do was complete the mission and win the game, which we did. And the next week we played another team. It was a running team. Ryan was right back in there and took us to the state semifinals that year. And so with his selflessness example, I use that year after year with my players as a story of how we all should be. It's not about you. It's about us. And Ryan, he got that.
On the way up here, I'm still stationed in Fort Benning. On the way up here, I think it was North Carolina, we passed under a bridge, and it was dedicated. It was to two members of the police force who gave their lives. I don't know how. I assume it was in the line of duty. And I'll be honest, I forgot their names. But I saw them. I recognized it. I knew I was coming up here for the bridge dedication for Ryan. And it hit me. Something hit me. And there's going to be a lot of people that pass over and under the I-95 bridge that are never going to know Ryan. They're never going to know who he was. They're never going to know the sacrifice truly that he made. That's a treasure that we have. We who knew him hold that. But going under that bridge, those men made that sacrifice, and it made me realize something. It made me thankful, I think above all, to the good Lord for what he's done, for he redeemed me through the blood of his Son. And he gave me a beautiful wife, Katie, and a precious 9-month-old Micah. And they're truly a blessing. And I know if Ryan was here, he'd be Uncle Ryan, and I'm sure he'd be married with some youngins now, too. But again, seeing the dedication of those who were killed in the line of duty, killed in action, like Ryan was, it made me thankful. And so the only thing I want to leave with y'all is I hope that as you travel over and under the I-95 bridge, that it spurs a sense of thankfulness in you, that you would enjoy your spouses, that you would love and raise your children right, with the ideals that America was founded on, and just enjoy life, because we are not promised tomorrow. And so again, I want to lay a charge to you who are living. As we honor our fallen dead, we still have life, and so live it to the fullest. God bless America. God bless you all. Rangers lead the way.